Hey everybody, Snigby here from Snigby Gaming, getting ready to jump in and work on the next area of Snigbyville here. So in the previous episodes, I went ahead and got a kind of a back to nature hub. This is a forester's lodge, a woodcutter. Um, you have the it's a gatherer's hut, and then a hunting lodge. Yep, those are all what we need right there. That's basically bringing in some berries and wild roots and stuff, bringing in some game, bringing in a little bit of leather, and then also bringing in some trees to turn into lumber. And if you'll notice, we're in early winter, our food is kind of down, it's low, but as this thing kicks off, we'll go ahead and continue on a little bit better. Over time, you'll see that these rocks are going to disappear. I may trigger off a job to go out there and pull that out. But for example, if you look, not structure, I think that's it. If you look right there, that's basically some fallen nuts that we can have picked up, and that's one of those things that goes on from there. We'll go cancel that out, let that be captured through the normal gathering process. While I was away, I went ahead and designed a grid for an agricultural area, and it's actually going to lay in here really nicely. I'm going to go ahead and lay that out while I'm waiting for my labor pool to increase a little bit. And basically what we're going to do, let me drag this over, no, I can't drag it over, is I'm going to go ahead and create a row of houses and a couple of storage barns on the north side up here. And I'm going to create a bunch of fields down through here for primarily grains and things like that. But I also will have a couple of orchards that we can run through. And I think I've laid out a pretty nice build over here on my second monitor. And so we'll go ahead and get that laid out while we're waiting for some laborers to join the workforce, so we can start the process of building this house here, and then also building in our next couple of things. So right now I'm really just going through and planning for the future. We may end up capturing some of these trees and rocks and stuff like that as we build these things, but we'll see how this goes. So the first thing that I need to do is I need to lay out a line of houses and a line of storage buildings. And what I did off camera was I went ahead and changed those to storage buildings, and then I have a wooden house started over here. And I need to have 4 houses as we line out there, but we'll get that lined out in just a second. First thing I wanted to do is go ahead and lay out my road that's going to border this line. And so it's a total of, I believe, 65 wide. So if I count this middle, I'm going to go 32 over this way. So that's 26, 32. So that's how wide the road is going to be that way. And then we'll go ahead and put another 32 out this way. 32. So that's basically our northern road. And I'm going to go ahead and plan out my houses, but I'm not going to go ahead and build them until we actually start needing them. And if you'll notice, I'm backing one level off and one back. That's 2, I need 3 and 4. And that's perfect. So let's go ahead and get these paused. I'm going to go ahead and put these down behind my head, so that we know we got to build them, but we don't need to build them right away until we start getting a need for some additional people in here. And I also want to do the same thing on this side. But in this case, I need to go ahead and lay out 4, and I'm putting on 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll go ahead and set those up, and again, I'm going to go ahead and pause these. And eventually, when we start getting some more people, we'll go ahead and start the process of getting those going. 3 and 4. Alright, so that's the housing, and what I've done here is I have 2, 4, 6, 8, I've got 16 potential people. I'm going to need 14 to plant my fields down here, plus the 2 for the tailor and the blacksmith. I think will be a nice little hub here. I may put a house, I'm sorry, the schoolhouse up here. Again, I'm going to be watching the citizen down here as I'm doing that. Now that I've got that laid out and I'm not going to be building anything, I'm going to go ahead and let this run. And let's go ahead and lay out the first field that we're going to do. And that's food or food production. It's a crop field. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put in a 15 by 8 crop field. It's 8. We'll go out here to 15. And that's our first crop field. I'm going to do another crop field over here. That's 8 by 15. Perfect. Then we're going to go ahead and lay a road in. There's my roads. There they are. I'm just doing this for measuring purposes. I don't know exactly where this is going to end up, but we'll put that there. And then I want to have... Oh, hold on a second. Let me pause that. I think I went one too high. Let me remove some things. Remove roads. Yeah, so sorry about that. I need to actually put my my crop field in, not right up on the road, not here, but one. Let's see here. No, that was right. 15. Did I go on the road? I think I did. Let's try that again. Oh, I know what I did wrong. I know what I did wrong. It's this road up here it's got me a little screwed up. And I think I'm going to have to change my view here to remove that road the way I need to remove it. Alright. I can go ahead and let that run. Basically, I'm waiting for another laborer, another builder to come in before I move forward. Alright, back to these crop fields. So this one does lay in right there. Reserve of firewood is low, but you know what? We'll be good. It's 8 by 15. And again, we want to have 15 by 8. Alright, let's go ahead and drop our road in here. Perfect. And we'll bring this over to connect up right there. And we'll bring this one over to connect up over here somewhere. Alright, so that's our first crop field. We're going to go ahead and do that 2 more times going south here. And let's see if this will work for us. keeping an eye on my laborers here. All right, and we're in early spring, and it looks like everything is getting ready to go just fine. Okay, another crop field. 15 by 8. 15 by 8. We want another road. There we go. And another 15 by 8. And let's see if this lays in there really nicely. And if I did my measurements correctly, it should. And there's 15 by 8. Oh no! I'll do that 15 by 7, and we'll deal with it. I didn't see that, but basically there's a little place there where I can't build because it's going into this little ridge, looks like. That's alright, we can work around that. And where's my roads again? There's my road. And we'll just stop it right there. And stop it right there. Alright. So if you'll notice, I don't have any builders assigned. I do have one laborer. But basically, if they're not busy up here doing gathering and different things, they're coming down here and taking care of our lumber. I'll go ahead and leave that laborer doing its thing, and while I go ahead and continue to lay out this this next set of fields here. I'm waiting for an extra couple of laborers before I build this next house. Well, let's go ahead and build this house. I'll go ahead and set the priority for the house here. So that way the builder will work on the house and not anything else. Alright, back to my fields. I think looking 15 by 8. Go ahead and grab a road. Get it laid out across there. And one more field. Hopefully this field won't have the same problem as the other field. Find it down here. $15 by 8, and again one more road down on the south side. Uh-oh. Looks like I might have missed my field here. Can I see better in here? All right. Okay. To cancel out my roads. And it looks like we actually have a house here. So that's cool. Meanwhile, we'll go ahead and continue the process of working on these crop fields and getting our other items up and running. Next, I think what I'll do is I'll go ahead and start that blacksmith, unpause it. Now that I got this house built, I can go ahead and build out my two items here. I'll go ahead and get the blacksmith going first because I'm running. Let's go ahead and pause the blacksmith and get the tailor going. Tailor is actually more in need right now because I'm down to 8 clothes. I've got 20 tools, so we'll go ahead and do that. Otherwise, blacksmith, you need to be paused. Alright, the next thing I'll be doing though is I'm going to go ahead and lay out another set of fields over here and on the other wing of this, and these fields are going to be laid out a little bit differently because I'm going to be doing 4 fields over here, 2 orchards and 2 crop fields. They'll actually line up one higher over here for the orchard. So if I take this and run that dirt road across here, that's what I will be doing. We'll be going ahead and laying out an orchard up here. So let's go into food production, orchard, and this I'm going to go ahead and lay out 15 by 4. And we'll go ahead and put a road in. And oh, by the way, I guess just to make sure that he's working on the things that I want him to work on, or to increase the priority of the tailor. And I'm going to put another couple of builders down here. Next, I need to go ahead and lay out a couple of more crop fields here. There's 15 by 8. I need a road. I need another crop field, and I can see over here, so that's kind of cool. Oh, that's a road. I didn't want that. I wanted the crop field. Another 15 by 8. Another road. And then last but not least, on this side anyway, we'll get another orchard down here that's 15 by 4. And last but not least, you guessed it, there is a road that runs right down across here. Why is it not liking me? Alright, I can go ahead and put a tailor in here. Get them working on making hide coats. Just in time too. Then get my blacksmith going. And we'll go ahead and unpause one of our houses here. Meanwhile, on this side of the world, I need to get another orchard. And again, the orchard here, I'm going to do something here. Do that. So priority on that. And look, I've got a road that goes down through here. I need to remove the road. Yep, no roads. Okay, good. So, orchard. Orchard actually starts at the road and goes 15. Drops it by 4. Get a road. Goes across here. We'll go ahead and put in a field. by 8. Put in a road. Put in a field. 15 by 8, a road. Oh, that's a crop field. Another crop field? No, that's a crop field. We'll let them get some of that stuff taken care of before we move on. Looks like I also need to start thinking about a public services and schoolhouse. We're going to drop the schoolhouse in right here. Again, we're going to pause that until we get this blacksmith completed. And right now I've got 30 stored clothes. I'm going to go ahead and take you off of that and put you onto a builder. We'll go ahead and set some priority here to increase that. Get some things delivered. Alright, we got a nice little icon up here, and it looks like we've hit our fuel limit for our lumber. I'm sorry, our fire logs. So that's kind of nice to see. Now he won't be worried about that, and we'll just go ahead and let him do whatever it is that he wants to do. I'm still looking at my my clothes. They're going down a little bit, but that's okay. My primary focus right now is getting this blacksmith up because I am starting to run a little bit short on tools. And it looks like we have everything but except the iron delivered. We've got plenty of iron. I'm going to increase the priority of this again just to make sure that they understand that I want that completed. I do have a house being built here. All right. There we go. Now we're building up that blacksmith just in time. Got our house going up as well. That's nice. I do have one more plot to lay out down here on the south side. It's going to be another orchard. But we're going to go ahead and hold off on that as well until we get our schoolhouse running. Alright, drop you off, and let's go ahead and put one person on blacksmithing. And crisis averted. We now have steel tools coming in as we go. Let's go ahead and let's unpause the schoolhouse, get that going, and once I get that schoolhouse going, then I'll unpause everything else down through here and just kind of let that happen as it happens. Once I get the schoolhouse in, I should be right at time to do that. Let me go ahead and put a priority on this as well, so these guys know that I'm serious about that. Meanwhile, I've got one more orchard to put in, and that is right down here somewhere. I don't think I have my last road in over here. We'll see what happens here in a second. I'm not in a hurry to get that orchard put in. Looks like we need just a little bit of iron brought, and then we'll start building on that. Once I do that, I can go ahead and start the unpause that particular house there. All right. So I do want to get one more orchard put in here on camera. I want to go ahead and get my my schoolhouse running, get a teacher laid out in here. Also, when I get a teacher in, I also want to keep a laborer out there because of reasons, and we'll talk about that once we have students start going to our school. Alright. Let me get my dirt road here. Lay that out there. And last but not least, I have another orchard to lay in. $15 by $4. Last but not least, the last little road. One right up there. Alright. I think what I need to do here is get a teacher. Just in time, that student here is 9 years old. I have a teacher ready to go, so when he becomes 10, he goes to school. We'll go ahead and work through that. I'm also saving an extra laborer now. I'm going to go ahead and start unpausing some of these things so that that one laborer, or that one builder and the laborer can go ahead and do what they want to do. Alright. With that, I'm going to go ahead and let this continue to go naturally. While we're running through here, I'm going to let this run offline a little bit, and basically let this area here build up, get our fields ready to go, and then come in the spring, I'm going to go ahead and start putting in a couple of farmers, and we're going to start putting in some fields out here. So I got peppers and cabbage. Peppers actually run pretty quick. I'll go ahead and do a cabbage over here. You're going to notice I'm going to do this as a checkerboard pattern: peppers and cabbage, cabbage and peppers. once that does come up here. And once I start getting some people available, that'll be all well and good. So with that, everybody, I hope you've enjoyed this this episode. Ran right at 30 minutes, which is what I'm trying to do. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and sign off here. If you've enjoyed this content, please consider subscribing. Give me a thumbs up, a like that you enjoy this. Tell me what you think of this this layout for my agricultural area. As you can see up here in the north, I have a nice forestry hub going that's building out some trees and everything. Although I am cutting down the trees and gathering a lot of stone out here to clear out my fields. And now I'm just waiting for a few more people to grow up. Looks like Bentony has become a student, so I now have a student in here, and we'll come back with you in just a few minutes for you, or probably tomorrow for you. But I'm going to wait out here and let this area settle in, get a couple of farmers going, hopefully in the spring, and we'll go from there. So with that, everybody, this is Snigby signing off. Have a great day. Bye bye.